Sponsored by Dolene Flooring. From inspiration to installation, they'll be with you every step of the way.
It's escapism. You know, people come in and they leave their troubles at the door, and they're just immersed in the work that we're presenting. It's great.
The show must go on for a local theater in West Hartford. Channel 3's Caitlin Francis takes us to Playhouse on Park for today's Something's Open.
Back in March, the curtains closed and the lights went out on stages across the world, including at Playhouse on Park in West Hartford.
First 6 months of the shutdown, we canceled 116 performances. A majority of our staff is still furloughed because our productions aren't really happening. So we're worried. We're worried about, not being able to operate and continue to sustain. You know, it's been a challenge.
But they're rising to the challenge and getting creative.
Throughout the course of the summer, we've had programming at the Hillstead Museum, Dunkin' Donuts Park, Our Farm, and our classes, which were online, are currently, there's an option. You can be online or you can be in person, and more than not are choosing to be in person.
In addition to outdoor programming, there are streaming performances like Kennedy, Bobby's Last Crusade.
We saw wrong and tried to right it.
But now another hurdle to face.
Phase 3 was a big surprise for theaters. We weren't supposed to be in the Phase 3 originally, and we weren't expecting that announcement. And the governor graciously is allowing performing arts venues to open at 50% capacity with social distancing in place. So with social distancing, most of us can't get to 50% capacity. It's more like 20% capacity, which isn't sustainable.
They still have a lot to figure out to try and make things work now that theaters have been added to Phase 3, but they're already looking at how seating will work.
When you're able to come back to watch live theater in person, a lot will look different. The entire front row will probably be empty. You'll wear your mask and sit down in a seat with lots of space next to you. At least 3 seats in between you, to be exact. The row in between will also remain empty, and then the same kind of social distancing will remain in place for the 4th row all the way up top. Masks will be on and you'll be able to enjoy the show.
Only 20 to 32 seats will be filled out of the 163 total seats in the house.
I feel like it's just in our nature to figure out how to survive, how to reinvent what we need to do, and how to be creative. So.
And she says after all this time, theater lovers will appreciate being able to see a show live more than ever before. For Something's Open in West Hartford, I'm Caitlin Francis, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.